extension 5732.
Hi.
Hi. You back at work?
Just for half a day.
I hope it goes well.
Thanks. I'm really, really sorry for the other night. I was way out of line.
Oh, apology accepted.
Thank you. You know something? You have really, really been so nice to me during this whole thing, and you just didn't deserve to have me dumping all of my anger at Felicia on you.
Oh, please. Yeah, compared to the fights we used to have. Speaking of which.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much.
Hi, Laura. Bobby.
Hey, Scott. Are you here for the meeting?
Would miss it.
What meeting?
It's an emergency board meeting, closed session. You know who called it.
Helena, she just loves to drag everyone out on short notice.
Do you have any idea what the meeting's about?
Who cares? How are you?
I'm fine, I hope.
Tonight, Port Charles, Pier 52. No, I'm not going to Europe. Yeah, well, Interpol's sort of onto me over there. I'm going to have to stay off the continent for a while. I'm thinking South America, Central America, something like that. Well, you let me worry about the political situation. You just worry about making me disappear. Really? A sale? No kidding, because I was getting a rash from this brown wig, Mr. Phil. You will? 2 for 1. Cool. See you later this afternoon.
Hey,
Hey,
anything you want to tell me?
yeah, Mr. Phil's having a 2 for 1 sale. If we go over there this afternoon, he'll give me a shave and you a haircut for the price of 1.
Oh.
Which might be a real good idea, because you're going to have to take over for me here for a while.
You're taking off again?
And please keep a closer eye on Claude.
For how long?
A while.
Why?
I'll let you know later.
You just got back. Why would you want to disappear again?
Did you hear me say anything about needing to disappear?
It's just easier for me to bail you out if I know in advance the type of disaster you're planning.
I don't plan disasters, Roy. They just seem to find me.
So I should just wait around again until you call me in for the save, right?
Do you have any evidence at all that I repeatedly need saving?
Is this about the fact that I let Claude book his own band into the club? You still mad about that?
Roy, I'm a patient man.
In what sense?
I just hate to lose.
I need a clue here, Luke. Give me a clue.
Man, you missed a lot while you were upstate. This thing started with me and Helena when I locked her husband in an ice chest and caused his fresh frozen demise. Then I eliminated her favorite spawn, Stavros, after she had kidnapped Laura and used her as a breeder to create this Nicholas. She kept Laura for years, and I thought she was dead. And then Helena pulled the same game with Lucky. Yeah, I mean, this framing me for Stefan's murder was just the latest nail in her coffin.
All of which is just coming into focus right now?
Helena brainwashed my kid, Roy. Any way you slice this enchilada, she is one up.
So you decided to stay in town?
Yeah, for now anyway. I mean, Lucky's here, and Lulu needs her brother, so...
What about you?
No more hiding out in North Carolina. Beyond that, I really don't know.
Well, you know, you're a lot tougher than you think.
I hope you're right.
I am right. See, Luke, he likes to run. You don't. That's your best quality.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Okay. I gotta go to this meeting.
Yeah. Will I see you later?
I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. Bye.
Bye.
That looked friendly.
You're kidding, right? You're not.
Lucky told me Faison brainwashed her.
But you think Helena did it?
I know she did.
How?
Well, my son's got this shrink. I happened to glance at his notes.
You broke into his office, Luke?
His office was wide open, man, and he had his notes right there on his desk. What do you expect?
Hey, well, he had it coming. Why do you suppose that Lucky didn't tell you about Helena being involved?
You know, Lucky's just not been thinking clearly for a long time now.
Or maybe he's aware of the fact that his father was just tried for murder, and he doesn't want to sit through a repeat performance with Helena as the designated victim.
You know, I'm not real interested in my kid's motives right now. He's 18 years old. It's time to cut him loose anyway.
Yeah. But Luke, if you go running off and do something, whatever it is you're going to do, I mean, what is it going to solve in the long run? Who's it going to help?
Help? Hell, I ain't trying to help anybody. Make sure Claude doesn't book any more of those Calypso groups in here. It was like a cruise ship the other night.
It's easy to fall back into the past sometimes, but you can't live there.
Wait a minute now, are you talking about me and Scotty? Or could it be you and Roy?
Just be careful.
Now, what fun would that be?
Really.
Laura, were you actually here to work? Afraid that might be a bit of a problem. Your attention to your duties here has been sporadic, to say the least.
Okay, let's cut to the chase. You're gonna have me fired, right?
Well, most personnel decisions are not settled in the hospital corridors, Laura. That's why I called for an emergency board meeting.
That meeting is about Laura.
Several board members have expressed concern.
I don't blame them.
Well, the extended leaves of absences, at least one emotional breakdown. And I've heard reports of public drunkenness myself. And the newspaper story?
All Laura said was no comment.
Aren't you supposed to be doing something else?
For what? I'm fired too?
Don't do it. I can handle this.
Well, I must confess that I have never understood why you were put in charge of other people's children when you've done such a poor job with your own.
Oh, come on now. That's an old one for you, isn't it?
Oh, your daughter is apparently not living in this state. And poor Lucky.
He's all grown up now. Have you noticed?
No thanks to his mother. In any case, you are far too emotional for this type of work.
You called the board meeting to have me fired, right?
And the paranoia. I mean, it's a
Why
real
can't you just
concern.
admit it? Just say it.
I have simply created a forum in which we can discuss the situation openly.
Helena is trying to fire Laura.
Oh, I'm doing nothing of the sort. No, as chief of staff, that would be your job.
I'm sure we can work out something here.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
Why don't you and I sit down afterwards and we can...
Why? So you can tell me what a lousy job I've been doing?
When you've managed to come to work at all.
Laura isn't the only one who's missed a lot of work.
That is exactly my point. The hospital accommodated me in my leave of absence. I'm sure we can do the same for Laura.
Assuming the outreach program funding remains intact.
Do you need this?
Look, I've got a couple of options that we can talk about.
Don't bother. Thank you very much, but no.
I quit.
No, she doesn't.
It's not your fight, Bobby.
You don't have to resign, Laura.
Do you want to answer to this sociopath? You go ahead. I'm done. It's all yours.
Alan, aren't you going after her?
Why? She's made her intentions clear.
We could have worked out a suspension.
I'm afraid that would be impossible now.
You look disappointed, Helena. Were you expecting Laura to beg for her job? When you come after me, and I'm sure you will, expect a fight.
I expect the hospital staff to show courtesy to their principal benefactor.
I've got rounds, excuse me.
Hey, Laura.
Scotty?
Yeah.
Come in.
Hey.
Hey, you checking up on me?
Well, I'm always checking on you. I think I can get your job back.
Don't bother.
Now listen, Helena ignored written hospital policy.
I don't care. You know what? I feel better than I have felt in years.
Andreas.
Guess again.
Hello.
If you've never felt better in your life, how come it's right there in this box over here?
Helena did me a favor today. She opened a door.
No, what she did was ignore hospital policy. I think I can get your job back.
You don't have to. Really.
No, listen to me. She can't just go around terminating people without any warning or anything like that. She forced Alan to do that.
Is that what she's telling everybody?
Yeah, you know, she can't fire people because she's a
She
Cassadine.
didn't fire me. I quit.
What a lovely surprise.
I promised you a visit.
Shall I have Andreas pour champagne?
Andreas is tied up at the moment.
We're finally alone.
Is it as good as you'd hoped?
Better.
For me, too.
I'm delighted that silly commissioner's wife came forward. A look in jail would be a terrible waste.
How long have you been planning this extravaganza? From the day Lucky was born? Or before that? Maybe from the moment you realized you'd have to thaw Mikos out before you could bury him.
Is this a riddle? I love riddles.
You messed with my son's head.
I saved Lucky from a madman.
Killing Stefan was cool. I didn't much care for being framed, but in the end, he was a waste of human flesh anyway.
My unfortunate son has never appreciated either one of us.
He was a humorless boor.
He and Laura deserve one another.
But you see, messing with my son's head, see, that's a problem for me.
You seem awfully cross.
You see, that puts you one up. I just hate that.
Then kill me, Luke. Oh, enjoy it.
Don't rush me. A few moments in life are as good as this. Let's savor it.
But understand, Lucky will pay.
I believe you're going to die with a threat on your lips. You have no idea how I admire that.
I'm very thorough.
So am I.
The mind is very odd. No one really understands how it works.
I don't care.
What you've seen of Lucky so far is only the prelude should anything happen to me.
You'll get over it.
With that third-rate psychiatrist who's out of his own mind half the time.
Who said a doctor has to be sane?
Lucky is a bright boy. He may find a way to recover if Dr. Collins can remember who he is long enough to help.
Good night, my darling.
Lucky is set up to cause you and those you love excruciating pain. If I should die, the next level will be triggered within the hour, and Lucky will not resist. I'll win, Luke. For the rest of your life, you'll know it. So please, please do whatever it takes. Use the sheets. Feel free. They're silk and quite lovely, don't you think? They won't leave a mark. If you want to make sure that I will always be, as you say, one up. Kill me now.
I have to deal with Helena Cassadine every day of my life.
Well, I wish I could have seen her face when you quit.
I didn't quit for her, though. I did it for myself. It was just time to move on.
I know, but it must have felt good walking in there and doing it.
It's time for me to move on. I can't do that anymore. I want to do something completely different.
Oh, yeah? Okay. So, what do you want to do?
I don't know. But you know, I've just spent too many nights alone in this house, wishing that Luke were on his way home and pretending that Lucky's upstairs asleep in his room. Luke is not coming home. And Lucky is alive. And that was a tremendous gift. And it seems like there's even a possibility that we're going to be close again. But you know what? He's all grown up now. He doesn't need me the way he used to. And Nicholas, too. I mean, I lost years with him, but at least I have him back in my life again. And Lulu, she still needs me to be her mommy. But my boys are all grown up now. And it's kind of time for me to let go and let them live their own lives. In a way, Helena has become irrelevant.
Wait a minute. Don't ever turn your back on her.
Yeah, I know. But think about it. She spent her entire life trying to destroy Luke and me. And in the end, we did that all by ourselves. But I'm still here. In this old, dark house. I really could use a coat of paint. Oh, God, I wish this house were still full of life, you know? That Lucky was going to come crashing down those stairs on his skateboard. And Luke was out in the backyard yelling at the dog, and Lulu in the kitchen with the pots and pans strewn all over the kitchen floor. But you know what? That part of my life was not meant to last forever. With or without Helena Cassadine.
You're amazing. You know that?
Helena hasn't hurt me. Because I still have my children, my friends, my family. The only thing I don't have now is my own life. For years, my entire life has revolved around Luke Spencer.
You don't have to tell me that.
I mean, I would have followed him anywhere. I did. And you know what? We had some good times. We really did. But somewhere along the line, I got lost. You know what? Luke made all my decisions for me. I need to start making my own.
I got a sneaking suspicion you're not gonna need to be rescued anymore.
Exactly. Been there, done that. I know what it's like to fall apart and throw yourself at anyone who will listen. I don't know what I'm going to do next, Scotty. I really don't. But whatever it is, you know what? It's not going to be about taking care of somebody else. It's not going to be about fixing what's broken. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. I really don't. But I want to go.
Well, you know, try selling boats, you know, stick to the water. And along the way there, if anything happens and you need...
I will be sure to call you. I will. And you know what? I might even call you when I'm perfectly fine.
I like that one.
Thank you, Scotty. Thank you so much for cheering me on.
Now, you know what they say about old habits.
They're the very best kind.
Absolutely. Okay, Laura. I'll catch you later.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks again.
Okay.
All right.
Now, will you at least consider champagne?
Ain't you got anything stronger?
We're very similar, you and I. We take care of ourselves no matter who has to pay. That's all I've done to Lucky. You'll never realize the damage he can do as long as things go well.
So my son is your insurance.
In a manner of speaking. Yes.
Then keep